All right. I'll give it a second here. See if I can figure out. Live. Because I'd like to be able to monitor the situation on YouTube. Okay, she's got us live.
Yeah.
That's good. I just need to figure out how to see it. Let me try the channel. All right, there we go. But I'm not getting any of the data on the stream though. So that's kind of annoying. Let's see if I can fix that. All right, well, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to see the live stream info.
You cut out on me there. Oh, you're reconnecting. Are you the one with an unstable connection this time?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Oh my god.
I got
wow.
you.
Okay.
I'm
did
here
Yeah.
too.
All right, I restarted my phone and made sure that I logged in with my Apple ID, and it seemed to work.
Nice.
I couldn't find a settings feature on mobile, but glad of it.
Yeah, it's the Riverside app. I've used it on mobile once or twice, and it's really bare, I guess. Like they didn't bake like a lot of features into it, so yeah, it's kind of tricky.
I need to buy an iPhone.
Fitzy, yours keeps coming up as reconnecting on my end. Does it say Fitzy's reconnecting for you?
Yeah, I see that too. Spinning.
Yeah. Okay, he says give him 3 minutes. It's like, for once, it's not me with the connection issues.
I'm gonna get a new iPhone eventually. My phone is so bad. It's like, I don't know what I did to it, but I can't even take calls or anything. Like,
yeah, I'm still on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and like normally I will upgrade every 2 years ish, and I wasn't planning on upgrading this year, but then I saw that they made an orange one. And I was like, man, that's like a Bitcoin orange right there.
Right.
Yeah. And it made me seriously second guess my decision to not upgrade. It's like, well, maybe I could make that work out, like start rationalizing it in my head.
Yeah, I haven't upgraded since like 2020, thanks to GameStop.
That's impressive.
Just been buying.
Yeah.
Buying shares the whole time, but now I'm like, you know what? I gotta take a break. Now I'm addicted to buying Pokemon cards,
though. Yeah.
Like, I want to take a break from Pokemon for like 2 weeks and just buy a new iPhone. And then I go on power packs. So I'm like, couple power packs won't hurt.
Right. Let's see. Pull this up on YouTube. It's just says F. I need a new computer. BRB in the YouTube chat.
Oh, is it live on YouTube right now?
Yeah, I just went to check and see if it was still broadcasting live, even though Fitz isn't here, and it is.
Nice.
That's hilarious.
This is the second one you've done live or third?
I think this might be our third.
Cool.
Yeah. So we got Strawberry Moon in the chat so far.
Yeah, and we've
Watching.
struggled at every single one of them. Right. we're gonna get it. I think I'm good. You can hear me?
Yes.
All right. I think I got everything I need to. It's showing up on the stream up there.
Cool.
So we'll go that way with that. All right. So here's the big moment of truth. Can I share my screen?
Right. Yeah, because that's when it kept making you reconnect before. That was when
If
I
that-
had issues last week too.
Yeah. So if that happens, what's up, Strawberry Moon? By the way, if that happens, I'm gonna we're gonna have to go without screen share, and I don't know. That's not as fun staring at two blank screens in Poly. But let's go.
The blank screens are better.
Just all blank screens.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. All right, we're up. I will not be clicking on anything right now. It was as I was clicking on things that it started to happen. All right.
Right. Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna just leave it right here. Maybe I'll pull up futures while we talk. My G news at the bottom. A little bit of feuds. We got we got Kitty watching about an hour and a half, even though I'm not sure I would think it's now. How are you, Diamond Navy? Good, bro? Oh, no.
Yeah, man, everything's been good. Sorry for the
Okay,
delay.
cool. Oh, you're okay. Okay, we're good. All right.
How
All
you
right.
been?
Test.
Yeah.
I've been great, bro. We'll get the show started real quick then. Let me tweet the link, I guess, to the stream. And then we will go. What's up, everyone who is in here with us? I don't know who it is yet. Let's see if I go look at the chat in a second.
Yeah. So far, Strawberry is the only one who's sounded off.
All
Got
right.
6 people watching. I'm one of them.
Yeah. All right. What's up? Hi, Polly.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, bro.
Hey, man. Anytime. Just thrilled to be here.
I want to change the picture too. Let's see if I can. Oh, this is where I get scary. Create highlight. How do I stream settings? All right, what do we want to call it? Kitty Watch Live.
Nice.
All right.
Remember when we
Save
used to
that.
do that and it was like a moderate possibility that something would happen.
Yeah, I know. It was exciting then.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, we're good. All right. We are live. All right. So, Diamond 8, we got to be done by like 5, pretty much on the dot. Okay.
That's
No worries, man.
Pacific time.
Oh, sorry. 8.
Yeah.
8 your time.
Oh, now 5 in the morning? Fuck.
Yeah. Get your energy drinks.
All right. Let me get my shit together and we will get this party started. Anyone listening, anyone who checks in later, this is I guess we're doing a live show of our recording of episode 76. We probably was saying it. We've done it 3 times. This will be our 3rd time now. It's kind of fun. Feel free to interact with us in chat. I got it up. I'm going to try to participate, but the problem is
Plus
hard to focus
20%
on.
viewers in 1 minute. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Hey, we're up 50% on our viewers in 1 minute now.
Let's go.
Went from 6 to 9.
Nice.
All right.
Very nice.
So Strawberry on the feed. Is it coming across the feed? Is it my chart? Is that what's showing up?
Oh. Yeah, I can see your chart.
Is that what's on the feed?
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Edwin G. Reuter 1252 asks, "Why so late? It's midnight for me."
Oh, I'm sorry, Edwin. What's up, Arcane? It's midnight for you? It's 5 for me.
Midnight for him, 5. It's a little after 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m. for Fitz, and it's 6:30 p.m. for me. So I think Diamond Ape, I think you're also in Eastern time.
Exactly. Yep. It's 6:32 right now. Eastern.
Yeah, we're just all over the place.
And we all slid in to home base, right?
Yeah.
Right before the show started, and we just got it going. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Fitz just got off work. I just got home. So here we go.
Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Let's fucking go. All right. 3, 2, 1. Thanks everyone for checking out the show. I'm Sean Fitzy.
I'm Paulie.
I'm GameStop. I'm done.
Yeah, and this is the Echo Chamber. Let's see, I lost my notes, so hold on, I fucked that one up.
I like the I am GameStop. That's good.
Yeah, that was good. Well, he kind of is. All right,
pretty much.
And this is the Echo Chamber. May is less than a week away, and all kinds of shit is stirring. The chart looks great. Burry bought twice, and most important of all, Kitty went pro. How's it going, guys?
Yeah, nice. It's been an eventful week, I'll tell you that.
it was a fucking awesome week.
Yeah.
Only like 1% up or something, like almost maybe 2% on the week on the chart, but it felt like we had like a 10% run. We did all right in there too. So,
we had like a 5% day or something, right? At one point.
Yeah, that was Wednesday, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Wednesday, 4.91%, and I'll let's pull it up. I got it. So we're recording this live. This is we were saying it right before we hit record, but this is our third attempt at doing this. I crashed out now on my computer, but we rebooted. We're ready to go. So yeah, we are recording live on YouTube. If you listen to this through like say Spotify or Apple or anything, you can come watch us live. We're trying to do this every episode. We don't really have a set time that we do it. We had been doing it on Mondays, the last 2, but schedules and all that. We all have lives and jobs and shit. So it's kind of catch as you catch can when we can get together. So yeah, if you want to see us live, feel free. We got people in the chat. I see you, New Snake. We got Arcane. Said hi to Edwin. Strawberry was first, so everyone knows. Simon, what's up, bro? All right. So let's see. How have you been, Paulie?
Pretty good. Very, very interesting week. Some ups and downs, but it was like the first half of the week was pretty entertaining with the trade-in special that GameStop had going on, and I saw an opportunity there to be a little bit of a market maker, if you will. And
yeah, right. Yeah.
That was fun. So we can get into that later probably, but spent a couple of days going around to 3 different GameStops and trading in some consoles, and it was fun. But we did.
We need a name like Arbitrage Paulie, but that's not that cool. Like Polytrage. I've been been thinking about it, but yeah, you're working that. We can do that. That was in Shop GameStop because of
we'll get to that. So that was entertaining, and then let's see, Thursday we had we got a flat tire on our Model Y. We were planning on getting new tires soon, but that day came sooner than we anticipated. So that was I guess what I get for for trying to do that much arbitrage. Yeah. But so we had to order 4 new tires. But the cool thing is you can order them online and then just have them sent to the tire shop you're going to install them at, and that like a set of 4 tires is cheaper than installing 2 tires out of the ones that they had in stock at the tire shop. So we just have to wait a little bit longer. And since my parents are out of town right now, my dad's letting me borrow his car. And in exchange for that, I have to pick him up from the airport when we're done recording tonight. So that's why we're recording when we are. And I felt like that was a fair trade for me to pick him up from the airport.
That is a fair trade.
His car. Yeah. So
that just reminded me of Car, the ticker. You saw that shit this week?
Yeah. Avis, right? Avis budget.
You had calls, right, Diamond Ape, on Avis?
I wish.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I did. I had it on my watch list though for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's an XRT, right?
Maybe. I don't know. That's a win. That's a win they have on your watch list even. You're like, I was watching that shit.
Because I swear in like 2022 it had like kind of like a similar 2021 GME run up, and then it started having like cycles to it. And then
oh yeah.
Huh, so yeah, I was watching it. If you look at like the chart, it kind of had like a GameStop-ish chart, but like pushed back like a year or two. And so I had been watching it then with those cycles, and then I always thought it was interesting, and then it got shorted down pretty hard to like 80 or $90, and kind of stopped paying attention to it because I have a pretty big watch list. But yeah, the other day I saw it. I actually on Superstonk I was reading a whole thing about the I don't know if it was a hedge fund or whatever institution had the swap position. They had a whole write up on one of them, and they were even saying like, oh, maybe GameStop could like create like larger exposure to long into other companies using the same strategy. So I thought that was interesting. And then the next day I looked at Car and it was up like 10%, and it just kept every day it was up another 10%. And then I was like, oh, shit, this thing's at like $500. And then that's when I saw it on Twitter, popped up on Twitter. Oh, short squeeze at 600. And then I'm like, yeah, all right, this thing's gonna dump now, and had a crazy pullback like the next day. It's just kind of crazy when you see things on Twitter or Reddit, you know, it's like too late.
That's like oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's why I didn't mess with it at all. Yeah, I just pulled up the chart. It's that's not even it ran 725%. That's this last one, and that's not even the biggest run it ran. When you put it on your watch list, it ran 8,400%.
Yeah.
That's
that
wild.
Was a crazy one. And then it doesn't really look like much, but you see those cycles, how it comes down and then have a run up and then come down, have a run up.
Yeah.
That was like GME 2021 all over.
Yeah, man. And looks very familiar.
That big dip there, that was like when Roaring Kitty came back and then shot up.
Huh. Yeah. I didn't play it. I know some people in the Discord played puts, trying to. Oh no! I don't want. Somebody was playing puts. I won't put their shit out there, but yeah, they they did pretty good. Which big ball move right there. I think though, there's no way I was gonna. I don't know. What happened? I mean, I know we're not. This is GameStop, by the way, guys. This is a GameStop Bull podcast and all that. But what happened? How did they put the stop on it? It's important and interesting because it is a squeeze. It was a corner. They cornered the market basically. The two guys, two hedge fund guys, locked it all up. And the shorts, they was already over 50% short. So that's how you do it. Well, that's one of the ways you do it. So I don't know. Do you know how it ended? Anyone, Paulie?
I do not.
Yeah, I don't either. Diamond, do you know what happened? What made it top, or just fucking?
I don't know. Did they do a share offering or anything? Did any of that news come out? Because I saw it down 40% one day.
I assume retail piled in, and that's why it stopped.
Yeah, because we all found out. Yeah. Well,
that's how it goes.
Yeah, it's down 75% in 3 days, which is just nuts.
Maybe institutional selling. Like if you're like a I don't know, a fund manager and you just have that shit in your portfolio, I'd be selling too.
Yeah, it was just
a crazy run up.
It is a crazy run up, and then we've had our basket move in too. So, I don't know. Like BB had its big old move too. I made some money on BB. It's a nice move. So
even AMC from like the 73 cent to almost $2.
Yeah, I got in on calls. I did both of them, AMC and BB. I'll play the fucking shit out of the basket. I don't care. It did us really well a few times in the past, so I got no problem with it.
It's good for day trading.
Yeah, especially short dated calls. Not normal. Well, I don't know. Calls have been pretty good for GameStop too. I was gonna say don't play short dated on GameStop though, but
Yeah.
I might have YOLO'd on Friday. So yeah, we can. So okay, all right. Well, probably anything else happen, or you want to move on because I know we got like kind of a.
Yeah, I guess just the other thing is we went to a lunch today to celebrate our youngest daughter's 18th birthday, which is tomorrow. So
Ooh,
that was
happy
that was
birthday.
fun. Yeah, met up with our middle daughter and her fiance and took everybody down to sort of meet in the middle. Went to a Mexican restaurant and gave her some of her birthday presents, which included all the Beanie Babies that share her birthday.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
that. So she's a collector now too, huh?
Yeah, well, and she collects all sorts of stuffed animals, and like she's done like the Minecraft cards from Panini and some other things, and like she enjoys going through the Lorcana cards with her mother that she's collecting for our grandkids, and with all the stuffed animal collection that she has. Like at some point we were talking about the Beanie Babies that my mom had brought up from Texas that she found in her closet that used to be mine when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And Kenzie was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." She made like some just passing comment about how she always wanted to find one that was her birthday twin, and I was like, "Challenge accepted." So yeah, I spent the next few weeks scouring eBay for all the birthday twins for Beanie Babies, and we got them here with plenty of time to spare for her birthday, and so that was pretty neat.
I found the joy of scouring eBay for collectibles this week.
Yeah, it's a hot category on there.
It's fun too.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't really know like how to start out, but once you start figuring out how to search right, and I've been going through the PSA their site so I can get transferred to the vault and stuff, but we'll save that for Shop GameStop too. But yeah, that eBay and buying cards and pushing it over to the vault, it's fun, like looking at them and just seeing how they do, trying to get a feel for the market. It's so fucking hot right now.
Yeah, it's really entertaining watching the auctions that I know that I can't enter. Because I'm like I don't have like FOMO from watching them or anything. I do have a little bit of awe and sometimes shock, but yeah, like when I'm looking at someone pay like $2,700 for a PSA 10 Gengar from the GameStop exclusive that just got released.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think that one came out while I was in California. Last month?
Yeah.
And we were too late to pick one up, and yeah, so one of those is already sold. The auction, I didn't see where the auction ended, but it was at $2,700. So I was like, whew, way too rich for my blood.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. It makes me mad that I didn't just go get one.
Right? Yeah.
I knew it was gonna be a banger, but wasn't able to hit a GameStop that day.
Yeah. And those GameStop exclusive PSA 10s are normally like a $300 to $500 card when the market settles, but that Gengar tax is steep, man.
Yeah, Gengar's probably the most, I'd say top 3 sought after cards.
Yeah.
I'm just reading the chat. Sorry. Kevin said something big is coming. I wouldn't listen to anything Kevin said, bro. Whoever that is, Flex 2125.
Yeah, I think it was made apparent on his live streams that Kevin does not have carnal knowledge that matters. To us retail investors for GameStop purposes.
Yeah, for GameStop purposes.
Yeah, like
maybe other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he's entertaining, and I continue to follow him, but I don't think that he has insider knowledge on the GameStop saga.
Yeah, I just hope he's doing all right after that whole.
Yeah.
Well, he's back. He's back. Yeah.
I saw, but I just hope he's
back.
I mean, I didn't really know him at all before, so can't say back to what he used to be like, but I mean, that night was definitely entertaining. He definitely said some
Yes.
crazy stuff, but
Right.
the ending part was the most concerning. I was like, oh fuck,
Yeah, that
they're
shit was
taking
crazy.
him
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, that wasn't. I don't wish that on
That one
anyone.
thing though with the 8 ball, that was funny, man. Like when he's shaking it up, he just he like throws it at the wall.
Yeah, New Snake, he's here. He made a good
Yeah.
edit of that one. That shit cracked me up.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, he juxtaposes Kitty with that one, and it's funny.
And then the
So.
music he's listening to, like the song in the background went so well with it, it just like switched up.
That's good stuff. Okay. All right. So yeah, we got I'm gonna kind of switch the order up, but you've been good, Diamond Abe. It's been, I don't know, you come on every like 3 months or so, I think is about right.
Yeah, everything's been good. Just working a lot, you know, holding my GameStop, buying when I can, paying my taxes,
Yeah. Yeah.
buying a lot
I'm
of Pokemon cards and power packs.
cool. We'll talk about that. I bought a power pack box today or yesterday. I'm not
Oh,
pleased,
did you
but
open it or no?
yeah, bro.
Ooh.
Floored hard.
Did you open the packs in it too?
I fucking opened everything.
He's down bad. He's in the basement.
Yeah,
You can
bro.
sell
My
it back
card.
for 60, right?
I'm definitely gonna, cause like it's worth like $17. Like
Yeah,
card
we had a
value.
good conversation about it. Yeah.
I feel like I saw you post the box, but I didn't see what was in it.
Yeah, I didn't want to put it on blast too much out there.
Oh no, you gotta post the losers. That's like the fun. You know what I mean?
Lost porn.
Yeah, I mean,
That one's
gotta-
pretty bad. I don't know how it's. And I went back and looked at the sales history. It's like a PSA 8, like Latios. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I don't even know how it made it into that box because it didn't go
Because
over
it's a
12
PSA 8.
Yeah, they just fucking threw that shit in there.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get my $60, just take that quick $90 loss and move on.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, whatever.
So I mean, what we're doing, or at least what we've done so far with the card that Joe pulled from one of her power packs, it was a GameStop exclusive Charmander from the 151 set. The PSA 8 on that was worth like a little under $60. The PSA 9 was also worth about $60. And so we're like, okay, well, let's go ahead and buy the PSA 9 and we can decide later if we want to trade in the PSA 8 or just hang on to a PSA 8 and a PSA 9 of it. So if we end up trading in the PSA 8 and we do it before May 2nd, then we'll get $60 back on it. And we found a PSA 9. I think it was for $65 plus tax. So because we're having that shipped home, it was free shipping, but plus tax. So yeah,
arbitrage poly.
It's pretty close. Like trading up to one grade higher for only like a $5 difference is pretty solid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that Charmander is really cool too. Like
it is. Yeah, it's a good card.
Like that's another Pokemon that like you can't go wrong with the Charmander, especially with the GameStop stamp. I bought the Snorlax, the Snorlax promo with the GameStop stamp from Tom Brady's card vault. I walked into one. Yeah, I walked into one. I had never been in, and I was like, everything was pretty overpriced. But then they had single Pokemon cards. I'm like, oh, the Snorlax. Like I was just thinking of that card yesterday. I was like, I really want the Snorlax. GameStop stamp because it's one of my favorite Pokemon in my favorite store. So
yeah,
it was
$20. That's cool. I'm on a hunt to figure out what my favorite Pokemon is. Right now it's Pikachu, and I think I might stick with that. I've been trying.
There's a lot of cool ones. It's hard to pick a favorite.
Yeah. There's a guy on YouTube who has this playlist of like, I don't know, 60 or 70 shorts where he goes through names of Pokemon and like what they mean, how they may have gotten their names and things like that. So maybe you can go through something like that and it can help you decide who your favorites might be.
Yeah, I'm tending so like card wise, the arts. I like the rare arts like more than those like just the cool different art styles. You know, I like those.
Yeah, the full art type cards.
Yeah, just like maybe they're like collaborations. I'm not sure, but those are kind of cool. And just all the Pikachu. I don't know why he seems like badass and cute at the same time. So that just that wins for me.
Have you
Yeah.
ever
So-
seen the show?
No,
show.
IB was talking about it. IB and just KJ was talking about it last week too. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I've been
You
thinking
should
about getting
watch
back into it. Yeah.
Dude, it's so good. I watched it as a kid. I bought the cards as a kid. I watched the show.
wow. All right. Well, I'll
Saw
have
the
to.
first couple movies, but dude, the show is IB was like streaming it. I think last Sunday or a couple Sundays ago on Twitter, and I was just watching it, and I was like, man, this show is actually way better than I even remember it.
Sure.
Like it was
Yeah.
still entertaining.
That's cool.
I'll
Yeah.
have to watch that.
The
Here's one of
Scorpion
the-
Gang.
Here's one of the full art cards that I pulled from one of
Oh, that
the
looks
physical
dope.
power packs here.
That looks nice.
Yeah. So that one's kind of shiny. It's a little hard for the light to catch just how shiny that is, but it's got like kind of a glittery.
Is that a Flareon?
It is. It's Flareon V.
Nice.
V Max rather. Flareon V Max, and then from our final power pack that we got on our arbitrage journey was this Mega King Scan EX Japanese in a 10. So
I would mess with the view so everyone can see. I don't know if anyone out there can actually see, but I don't. I'm scared right
yeah,
now.
yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You can leave it alone.
All right. All right. I'm not even sure. Sorry. All right, we're good. Everything's up. All right, I got word for a second there. Looks like we're all still good. Because I lost chat out there, guys. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I don't know. That's what I get for trying to click
We got-
around.
Joseph GMA Cobra Kai says, "What's up, everyone?"
What's up, Joseph GME? Yeah, sorry, I can't see it now. Hopefully, maybe it'll come back. All right, so yeah, we were talking Pokemon. Sorry, I got myself distracted. I'm like super hooked on this to where I want to make Pokemon like just its own segment. It's kind of been part of Shop GameStop for us. We
Right.
just kind of like talk about it, but I think I'd like to really just I don't know what we talk about, just bullshit, but I'm really enjoying it. I like the vault a lot. I think that's pretty fucking cool. How easy it is to like buy on eBay, put it in your vault. If you need to sell it in your vault, that's cool.
Yeah.
I got the cash from because I sold a couple. They're up, so I've been making money, and I'm like, well, let me try to
Mhm.
take a little profit. And I saw it. That shit hit my bank account like within 4 hours before the night was even over, and the next one hit the next like first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Power packs was like that too. If anyone ever
Yeah.
has cash in their power pack wallet, it's all super quick.
Yeah, I think the time when you got the money within a few hours, it was probably a cash out on power packs. So if you withdraw from your power packs wallet, that goes on as like an instant transfer, basically. So because that can happen within an hour or two, I think. And when it comes to accepting a PSA offer, or if you sell through PSA on eBay, then you're looking at about 1 business day. But if you accept that offer, say 6:55 p.m. Eastern time, they do their settlements with Stripe sometime between 7 and 9 p.m. most nights. And then if your bank processes that incoming transfer pretty quickly, like my transfers usually show up in my account somewhere around 1 to 3 a.m. Eastern time on the following business day when they do a batch settlement on Stripe. So if I accept a PSA offer just before 7 p.m., I have that money in my account 5 to 6 hours later.
Yeah, that's quick. That's
Yeah.
super quick. That's way
Yeah.
better. Okay.
I was gonna say some banks are quicker too. Like if you
Mhm.
get if you have like a bank that pays you like 2 days early direct deposit,
Yep.
I've noticed those direct deposits definitely hit a lot quicker than banks that don't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, those are the
Yeah.
ones that show up pretty quick.
That's all sweet. So have you sent anything in Diamond Ape to you're using the vault, right? Of course you are because you got power packs. Have
Yeah.
you submitted anything to the vault yet from your own collections?
No, I haven't sent anything in. I haven't sent anything out, but I did grade with GameStop like maybe 8 cards in
Nice.
December, and I just got them back like a month ago, and I did really good. So
Did
I've
you?
been thinking about sending. Yeah. I've been thinking about sending them to the vault, but I haven't yet. But yeah, I had the hit the Greninja from Twilight Masquerade from a pack like 2 years ago now, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna grade this thing. It's like the best card in that set, and it's like a $300 card raw, and I got a PSA 10, and
Holy
right
shit,
now
nice.
it's worth like $1,000 right now.
That's dope.
Yeah, and then I got a Charizard from that Charizard UPC box, the one that everyone was like, GameStop is selling this for $200. This is crazy. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
people were crying about. I was like, fuck
Yeah,
that. Who cares? I bought like 2 of them from GameStop, graded the promos, got a 10 on one and 9 on the other, and the 10's worth like
Nice.
$350. So I'm like, wow,
Nice.
that covered the box. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Yeah. Nice,
and
man.
Wow.
yeah, so
That's
I did
great.
pretty good. And then I got like a Charmander ETB from a promo card from Obsidian Flames, the one with the Charmander looking out the window. That
That's
got like
cool.
a 9, which is worth a lot more than the raw card. And
That's
Oricorio
cool.
promo from the Charizard box got a 10, which is like 120. So yeah, I definitely actually made money off of it. I didn't sell anything, so I technically didn't
Right.
make
Yeah.
money.
Paper game.
Yeah, on paper game. But maybe I'll send those to the vault because I don't really like I like having them in my house, but I don't really like just knowing that I have like that much money worth of trading cards just sitting in my
Yeah.
house, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I like liquidity. I got the one that Paulie and Sensei got for my birthday. That's the card I have here. I opened my first packs probably just like 3 weeks ago. I've been kind of going crazy since then, but so I haven't had uh any of the cards I've pulled hasn't even come back to where I can see how they grade. I did buy that Pokemon Pikachu box, the collector's one, that came out at the end of last year, I think. And there is, I don't know, it's a promo card that came in there. That one, I can't remember the name of the account. It's the felt hat Pokemon guy. Um, he's on
Oh
X,
yeah,
but anyways,
P Cobby or something.
yeah, him, yeah.
Yeah.
He was showing that card was auctioning. Of course, it was just an auction or whatever, but it was up there over like $1,000 already. I was like, fuck, where did I put that thing?
Did you open it up or did you keep it sealed?
I got it. It's in a little fucking, yeah, I opened it, bro. I definitely
Nice,
opened it.
nice.
Yeah. But it's in a little like and then I went and bought one for $5 too off of eBay. So I have one being a raw one getting shipped to me. All first. I've never done any of this shit when it comes to cards. So it's really easy. Anyone listening, this shit is easy. Like it's way easier than NFTs. I promise you that.
Right.
Yeah, that was kind of I was kind of nervous to grade. I was like, oh man, so I was like really looking close at everything, and I was like, I don't know, I don't think any of the maybe one or two 10s, and then I don't know. I was just surprised everything was 10 or 9.
That's pretty good.
So like it's really
That
not as
is
hard as
good.
people make it seem super difficult, but if you know like the 3 things to look for, just
Which
grade
are
the
what?
cards. I would say the front centering is the most important. Like just the
Mhm.
borders around it, just look really closely. Make sure there's no dents or little lift ups on the corners, and then the back, like look at all the back corners really closely. If you see any little white specks with your eye, it's if you get one little white speck, I feel like that's like a 9. And if you get
Really?
multiple, it could be like an 8 or 9.
So that's nothing that you did either, by the way. That's just how the
Yeah,
card
it's
is
just
produced, right?
it's just the way they're produced, and in the packaging they get rubbed together, and yeah, you
Yep.
get these little tiny things. It's like you wouldn't even care about it if you were not grading it. You'd be like, oh, this card's perfect, but it's just that little detail on the back or in the front. If you get a little fold up thing, sometimes the cards stick together or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I packaged my first round completely wrong. So if I do end up sending some of these, I didn't know about penny sleeves. Well, I knew about them, but I didn't know what the fuck they were. So
Right. Yeah.
You went raw right into
just
the top
fucking
loader.
raw into that hard like top loader. Just,
Raw dog
why,
day.
yeah, why wouldn't it even get? Why is this so hard? Smash. Nah, I haven't.
I had someone send me a card like that on eBay. Like they had put it into a top loader without a penny sleeve, and I sent them a message. I was like, "Hey, I don't know if you're new at this, but you need to use penny sleeves before you send these."
Yeah, someone
because it ended up arriving with some edge damage.
Yeah, Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
be. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how my Pikachu comes that I bought raw. Because I mean, that might be a good way to go about it, but you're really just at the sellers, like, hoping they don't fuck it up. But if it's not too expensive, you might, if you find
can
a car
ask-
that grades high, and then you can find a cheap version of it raw, it might be worth grabbing and trying to grade.
Definitely.
I don't know.
You can ask for like more pictures too, like of the corners and like the back centering, the front close up
Right.
before you
That's cool.
buy it. I
Yeah,
did
I'm trying.
there was this one guy on YouTube who was buying like a bunch of like Chinese and Japanese promo cards and then just grading them and like because their quality is a lot better on those.
Mhm.
Easier to get at 10.
Huh. Oh, that's
Yeah.
good to know. I bought a Chinese Pikachu. Not. I was like,
Yeah.
man, I'm getting a steal on this guy. That's why.
And then he realized that it was in a different language.
I thought it was Japanese. I don't know, man. Like,
Yeah.
So it's all right. It's all right. You live
Yeah,
and
but
learn. It's
but
doing
you
well,
picked
too.
one with really, really good artwork on it, and I think
Yeah.
that one's gonna appreciate well.
Yeah, thank you. I liked it. It was one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the ones with. I forget what year it is, but he's flying. There's like a fat one of him, and
That's from the 2021 celebrations.
yeah, that's what it is. I like those.
Yeah.
25-year anniversary, I think.
Yep.
That's cool. Yeah. See, I'm just learning about sets, all that stuff, and I went to go get the booster box that came out on Friday. So I guess we're basically doing shop GameStop anyway. So because they had a drop, and the booster boxes they said sold out right away. So that was our booster bundle. It kept correcting me. I said it wrong. I don't know if I'm saying it
Yeah,
right.
booster
but,
bundle.
booster
Booster
bundle.
bundle has
that would be
6 packs,
the 6-pack. Yeah.
and then booster box has like 32.
30.
Yeah.
30 or
like that.
36, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Packs.
Yeah, it's and that it's like over 2 or $300. Yeah.
Ooh, that would be fun though.
Yeah, I've gotten one once. It was an experience, man.
It is
Okay,
fun.
that's why it kept correcting me. They are very different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the booster box will often come with an additional promo card as well.
That's cool. Yeah, the other thing that they had released, and it was the set before Perfect Order, which was I guess a really good set, is what I'm hearing. I saw that there's at least three now cards worth over $500 in there or some shit. I don't know. What was it? Ascending Heroes? Is that it?
I don't know. Let's see.
I think it's
Ascended Heroes might have been the one right before it because it was like Mega Evolutions, Phantasmal Flames, Ascended Heroes, Perfect Order. Is that where we are now?
Yeah, Ascending Heroes.
Yeah, I think that might be the order. Yeah.
Yeah, it was $110. They had those still. And they had like well over 50 power packs. So I was trying to decide between the whatever box.
They must have gotten sent a lot of inventory.
Yeah, they had shelves of it. So I told the guy, the cashier, I said, pick me a good one, bro. And he fucking failed. So I'm gonna go back and let him know how bad he did.
Yeah, give him a hard time.
Yeah, and then so you have till May 2nd. Anyone who did get a power pack, and if you just I guess want $60 cash, you can just go bring it in. I'm definitely gonna do that, and then maybe I'll buy Pokemon with that. I don't know. Maybe I get a power pack instead, like an actual power pack from. Watch me just buy like a silver and it be floored too. And then I buy. Anyways, just top to bottom on that thing. All right, cool. So yeah, I did that. I got the power pack. I'm gonna turn that shit back in, and then we'll see what I do. But I did a little bit of shopping. Did you do any shopping, Paulie?
Just a skosh, Yeah, just we bought over $600 worth of card related merchandise at GameStop this week and did all of it with free money. So that was a fun experience. So I had to make myself a little spreadsheet called What's in the Xbox to keep track of all of my arbitrage that you could find some decent deals on Facebook Marketplace for Xbox, mostly Xbox Series X, some PS5, but for the most part, Xbox Series X is where the price inefficiency was, we'll say. And most of the units around me were listed on Facebook Marketplace for $300 to $350. And of course, GameStop was offering a 3-day special on those units where if you brought one in, you could get not only $420.69, but they would treat that trade as cash is the equivalent of a trade-in value. And normally when you trade in things at GameStop, you get something like 30% more money if you do store credit rather than cash. And on this, they were doing it, cash is treated the same as store credit. So that was a significant component of this. And so on Tuesday, I went and withdrew $300 from an ATM and found someone who was selling an Xbox. And I went to GameStop, traded it in, got $420.69 in credit. And on that same transaction, bought 2 Cards Miss boxes for the collector's series, the space boxes. And so walked away with $45 extra cash. So I got $345 back in cash in the transaction. One of those cards that I got out of that box, out of those 2 boxes, was a number 3 of 15 Aquamarine Quasar refractor from that set. So the Aquamarine cards are worth probably about $200 or more. So that was fun. And so I was like, this is neat. This is a nice way to get some risk-free cards. I'm going to do this again. So I found someone else who was willing to sell me an Xbox. As soon as I got out of a meeting, I drove over there, paid him $250 for his Xbox that he wanted to get rid of because he really, really wanted an electric skateboard.
Yeah.
All right. He's like, my kid doesn't play this anymore, and I got to get me an electric skateboard. I'm like, cool, man. That's great. So he gave me that Xbox and 10 games for $250. So back to GameStop I go. This time they're like, we don't have that much cash in the drawer. So how's Venmo? I'm like, Venmo's great. So so I get a power pack and a Lorcana Trove box on that trip. So something that that we can open for the grandkids as well. And I walk out of there with $340 Venmoed to me. Or actually, so it was actually a little under $300 net on that, because my cost was $250 and my cumulative net profit at that point is like $40. So then the next day I'm like, I'm gonna line up a bunch of these. So I had like 4 transactions lined up at the beginning of the day. One of them ghosted me. The rest went through, and before it was all said and done, I had on Wednesday alone traded in 4 Xboxes and 1 PS5, along with a 1 terabyte solid state drive and an extra Xbox controller. That's just all on Wednesday, and I went to 3 different GameStops for that. So by the end of the day, my wife and I are up in Northwest Indiana, up in Portage before they close, and managed to get one last trade in. But yeah, it was fun. Like at one point, someone sold me an Xbox for $250, but it only had the power cable. Like there was no controller, there was no HDMI cable. So I'm like, okay, I got to go get those, because you have to have the console, the power cable, the HDMI cable, and 1 controller, all in good working order for it to be considered a non-defective trade. So we found a card shop / hobby shop, game shop in Crown Point, Indiana, that we were reasonably certain we could find a HDMI cable and a controller at. And lo and behold, when I walk in, there's a PS5 sitting on the counter. And I had already been to pawn shops earlier that day, and I'm like, no, pawn shops are no good. Like they have it priced way too high. But this place, they had a PS5 on sale for $375. Well, we pay 7% sales tax in Indiana, so that comes out to $401.25. And I know I can get $420.69 for it. I'm like, I'm already here. And I've got this prepaid MasterCard from my last trip to GameStop that's got like $700 on it. So let's go, So I buy that along with the HDMI cable and the controller at that shop. We also picked up a 1 pack of Pokemon cards, because we're degenerates. And And so then we go to the GameStop in Maryville, trade in an Xbox and a PS5 on that transaction. Get a Cardsmith's Mega Box there. I also renewed my GameStop Pro membership on one of these transactions because one of the cashiers was like, "Hey, your membership's due for renewal in 3 months. Do you want to take care of that?" I was like, "Yeah, why not? Let's just do it right now." I'm on house money at this point, right?
Yeah.
So when it was all said and done, we got 2 collector's boxes from Cardsmiths, 1 Mega Box, 2 Power Packs, a Lorcana Trove box, my Pro membership renewed, a Disney Neon Mega Box, and a Disney Neon Blaster box. And $188 in profit.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So yeah, traded in over $3,000 worth of stuff for trade credit, and my cost on the upfront side of that was like $21.87. So that was like over $830 worth of arbitrage value there, and we turned most of it, like 3/4 of it, into merchandise from GameStop.
That's
So,
dope. What was the manager and them saying? Like, I'll buy the.
They were kind of chuckling on
Yeah.
the repeat transactions. One of them was like, "I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a rule next time that you can only trade in 1 console SKU per day per Pro membership." I'm like, it's fine, whatever. Like I technically got this idea from GameStop because Monday night they reposted someone who was like, they posted a screenshot of them on Facebook Marketplace saying, is this available? And so GameStop was basically encouraging this behavior, and then they eventually deleted the tweet. But the damage was done.
I didn't know.
The damage was done. I had that seed planted in my head, and I was like, yeah, this is a viable path to getting some risk-free merchandise from GameStop. So
that's cool.
The way I look at it, GameStop's probably putting each one of those on the shelf for at least $100 more than they give me in trade credit. So I personally helped GameStop put about $3,500, $3,600, $3,700 worth of merchandise on their shelves that they will turn into profit. And but Bad Robot and I were talking about this as well. Like, their margins on trade-ins are much better than they are on new products. So like when they're paying Microsoft for a brand new Xbox in a console release, their margins are only a few percent. But on something like this, their margin is probably closer to 15 or 20%, even when they're paying an inflated trade value. So, everybody wins as far as I'm concerned on something like this. But it was a lot of fun.
Good job, bro. That's cool.
Yeah.
So you got all kinds of shit, and then so Diamond Ape, did you do any shopping this past week? Any power packs or anything?
Yeah, just power packs. They unfortunately, a few of my local GameStops, like the closest ones to me, closed, so I can't stop in like every day like I used to. But I'm still power packing on the regular. I got the new, what was it, like the Fire Bucks the Money Binder Pokemon.
Oh yeah, you were doing those?
Yeah, Bucks Binder Fire. Yeah, on Fire.
I tried it out. I think I did 4 silvers, and I kind of rolled it. I think I bought 4 silvers, and then I sold 3 out of the 4, and then I bought maybe 1 or 2 more, and I ended up technically hitting like a mini chase. I got the little clicking sound. It was a
oh yeah,
I've
never gotten anything like that.
Oh
that's
man,
dope.
once you hear that sound, you just know.
Dopamine.
Oh my god,
like a drug.
It's like, yeah.
I've seen Aaron hit
one day just like buy a platinum and just have it go ching, and I'm like, oh my god, that's a lot of money. But yeah, no, on the gold, I think it was just $100. No, sorry, on the silver, I hit $100 PSA 10 Charizard, full art, like from one of the newer, within the last couple of years sets. So yeah, I was hyped. And then today I actually bought a couple more silvers, and I got a Entai. Is that
Entai? Yeah.
Entai?
I think that's how you say it. Yeah.
Yeah, PSA 8, first edition card.
Really?
Which is like, said it's about $60, but I just kept it. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's a really
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, first edition one.
Yeah,
That's sweet.
I
So
love pulling first edition cards.
Yeah, I have one. Is that the 1999 cards?
Well, in some cases, yes, but there can be a first edition as recently as just a few years ago. Like I'm pretty sure I have a first edition card from 2016.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it just depends on whether a set has an unlimited printing versus a first edition printing. When I'm talking about the 1999 base set, it also has a shadowless printing, and it also has a fourth printing, which was the 1999 to 2000 set. So
I have a 1999 Pokemon Fossil first edition Hypno Hollow. It's,
yeah,
it's an 8. It's like $55 as an offer, but
that's solid. Yeah, first edition, any first edition Hollow from the 90s is a keeper.
It's kind of fun.
This was a first edition Neo Revelation.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's cool.
I don't remember buying. Like, the thing is, all the packs I bought as a kid, I forget like which ones they were. You know what I mean? Because I was so young, there was no like. I do remember buying fossil packs, and sometimes when I see other like hollows, I'm like, oh, I definitely had that one. But then there's like first edition unlimited. I'm like, how would I even know? Without it being graded.
Yeah, and we did not have like dozens of websites that we could go to get information on this stuff back then. It was like if anybody was putting information on the internet about it, it was some guy in his basement on with his own GeoCities page, just like, I like Pokemon. Here's what I know about it. Like that was about as encyclopedic as our information got back then.
I don't even know if I had a computer actually, because that was definitely 99 2000. That time frame.
Yeah, personal actual personal computers were still very rare back then. Like it was like the family had a computer and that was it. And like if you wanted to use it for internet purposes, you had to tell your sister to get off the phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
when did the English base set come out? Like the
99.
99, okay.
Yeah.
And then unlimited was probably like 2000.
No, it was also in 99. So the first editions, the shadowless and the unlimited were all in 99. And then in 2000 they started printing a fourth printing of it, where they put the copyright date on the bottom line. It says 1999 to 2000 as the final copyright date.
So were the packs different? Like, could you tell you were buying like a first edition versus like a unlimited?
If it was first edition, you could. And I want to say, I don't know that there was a difference for the shadowless ones.
Yeah.
I can't say with certainty. But for first edition, you would have known that it was first edition. It actually said something on the pack, or it would be like at a minimum, like the copyright information on the back would have told you whether it was the 99 to 2000 set, probably.
Hey, real quick, guys. Sorry, can you keep that thought, because I'm gonna step out for two minutes, and then we're gonna get into tinfoil, well, the kitty stuff, and then we'll get in review. But y'all keep talking about Pokemon. I'll be right back. Okay.
Yeah,
I was
sounds
just
good.
gonna say, I'm a little salty. I asked my sister last year. I'm like, hey, remember all those Pokemon cards we had in that binder? She's like, oh yeah, I gave them away.
Ooh.
I was like, you did what?
Oh man.
Like, oh man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if they weren't the best cards, we still had a lot. We had a lot.
Right. Yeah. And that like even the like unlimited common cards from 99, like they still actually have some value. Like even if it's just a couple of bucks, it'd be like if you had 300 cards and all of them were worth only $1 each, like, and if you knew that you threw away $300, like you'd probably be a little sick to your stomach. Most people would.
Yeah. And just knowing, we had a lot of hollows too, because I see them pop up on like power packs, and I'm like, oh, I had that one. Like,
yep.
That was my binder.
Yeah. And it was, oh man, I felt like I won the lottery when we were at my parents' house in Texas last April. It was April 3rd of last year. We were going through my childhood room and then the attic, and like, there's got to be some Pokemon here. And like, the Pokemon are like the last thing that we finally find. But before that, we find my old Super Nintendo, my Nintendo 64, a bunch of Game Boy games, Pogs. You remember those?
Yeah,
We find a box
that was
of
before my
Time.
time.
Yeah, we find a
I had
box
a
of Time and
Uno.
Wired magazines from 2006, including the one, uh, the one that I got graded.
Oh yeah, the U.
Yeah, yeah, this one. So,
That's
um,
crazy too, because I feel like
yeah,
like Time Magazine, who would hold on to that? You know, it's
right,
kind of one of
yeah,
those things where you just are like, oh, kind of give these away or trash them.
yeah. Like they just went into a box, and I was just like, yeah, whatever. Like I'll get to these later, and then after my freshman year of college, they just went into a box in my parents' house and sat there and sat there and sat there for almost 20 years, and that got a 9.2 for the one that I got graded. So super cool.
Yeah, that's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, and so we find all these things, and then we're going through the attic, and my parents have like this like walk-in attic on the second floor of the house. So it's basically just like an unfinished portion of the house that is the attic. And my wife finds a binder that was labeled as something from like my dad's work that he retired from over 10 years ago. Like almost 15 years ago he's been retired, but it was one of his old binders from work, and she just pulls it off a shelf, opens it up, she's like, I found it. And it was the all the sheet protectors with my Pokemon cards, and of course these were like crammed into the pockets where, like, if I had 9 of a card, they were all in the same pocket. Yeah, we did not know how to take care of cards back then, so they were at least in sheet protectors, but
Oh, that's good, at least, right?
yeah, but doubling and tripling up is a little bit risky in terms of protecting the cards, and I had some that were as much as like 9 deep.
Yep.
So
Nice.
well, I was in 5th grade. What am I going to
When
do?
you said Super Nintendo, you kind of reminded me. Did you guys see that like newswire thing that came out? It was like all GameStops are going to be turned into like retro stores.
I saw something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I don't know how many stores it's going to affect, but I know that my store is becoming one of them.
I think
They'll have a retro section. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it said
Super
all the
cool.
existing ones will be. I was thinking at my mom's house I definitely have like a Wii and like a PS2 and like a bunch of games, dude. I probably have a PlayStation 1. Actually, you know what? I think I traded my PS1 in at GameStop when I got the PS2 in like
Nice. Yeah.
1999 or something.
Yeah.
I have a GameCube that I won.
Yeah, that you got from GameStop.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah,
You weren't even there.
Through Aaron. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were trying to get you in the chat.
Yeah, I made it. So okay, so we got about 35 minutes before Paulie has to get out of here. And we got a little bit to get into for the week that was in tinfoil. So I think we'll move on from Shop GameStop, but that was pretty good. Any other shopping that I missed? Dominate, Paulie?
I think that's about it.
Yeah. They're we usually cover their social media, but their GameStop, what was the post? They had a power pack. Oh, statement from GameStop. We did get another statement, by the way, and we can kind of use this to slide into tinfoil. They declared that Fatal Fury is the greatest fighting game of all time. Yeah. So, and I would switch to the screen to show it, but I'm not gonna because I don't want to get kicked off at this late time here. So, but yeah, I don't know. They're trying to make it look like a 90s memo. I'm pretty sure, with the way the image is, at least the way it was looking on my phone. I don't know. Anyways, so I kind of always feel that these statements are something. Right after that, or right before that, Game Boy released. So the Game Boy was released 37 years ago today. And then Need Some Green, trade your Xbox or PS5. This is Paulie's. For $420.69. Just a lot of numbers they gave us. And then Halo 3 came out 18 years ago. We talked about that last week. So
yeah, KJ hit us with some good tin on that.
Oh yeah, he sure did. Yeah, he sure did. And then the last one, which was Friday, me outside of my mom's room at 10 p.m. on a school night to ask her for a ride to the Call of Duty midnight release. That was cool. You know, I want to put like Call of Duty references and Halo 3 references on the chart and kind of like
Yeah.
see. I don't know. I feel like they talk about certain things quite often. I put whoever this guy is for the Suns. He was all over the place that night. But I put what I put watching GME try to beat 25 for the 7,410th time since 22. This
Nice.
dude just staring. It's true. I've had a couple beat 25 jokes the last couple of days. I did one today too. Those 4 old dudes like going out to fight. You have to go look at my page, but it's pretty funny. But it's basically me and the boys showing up for the Battle of 25 again. What was it, Diamond Ape? Was it 160 or 180? I always forget.
The
The battle. Yeah.
The battle was 180. The support
180.
was 160 though. But once we
Okay.
broke 180, it was off to 200, 220 same day.
Yeah, and he was just gone. That's right. So was that
I like
60? 6? No.
45. 45
Yeah.
was the 180. That was like
Okay.
my cost basis for so long.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 25 now, and it has been basically. Well, just we have a hard time getting past that, but when we do, that's when things start getting exciting.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, we're
crazy
kind of.
how much lower the floor is today. Like
Right.
just but how better the company is, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like when
Mhm.
you compare it to 2021. I mean, at
Yeah,
this
you're
point,
right.
GameStop is like on easy mode right now. Anyone buying, I'm just like, yeah, you'll be all right. Like, you have nothing
Yeah,
to worry
shit.
about.
We had. I
Yeah.
mean, fucking. We got Dr. Burry buying, just
Yeah.
like one of us and shit.
Right?
Yeah, like he even was on record saying that he was more or less waiting until like that $18-19 range to add significant size, but then he saw GameStop shrinking as a percentage of his portfolio as he had additional cash coming in from other trades, and he was like, I don't have enough GameStop, so he has continued to buy, and he even said that he bought in that 20, just above $25 range, something to the effect of before it runs away from him, more or less. Not his exact words, but that was what he was implying.
Pretty baller all across
Yeah.
all from top to bottom. He's making so much money that his GameStop position is shrinking, and it's way less than he wants it to be.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and so now between GameStop and Molina Healthcare and what's JD? JD is
I think it's like a Chinese company.
JD.com, I guess. So yeah, between those 3 stocks, that is well over 1/3 of his entire portfolio.
That's awesome. And
Yeah.
I think I saw a robot saying his port's like, I forget what he said, like 300 million or something like that.
It's probably at least that much if I had to guess.
Yeah. So while we're talking about it, I got it on the chart here. I had to open it up to after hours because what was it, Wednesday and both of them he announced. I didn't mark off his one from Thursday. He announced them both in after hours, right?
Yeah.
It was Thursday after hours and Wednesday after hours.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, if he keeps buying it like this, he's gonna have a nice little claim to a board seat, maybe.
I mean, maybe
I
that's
don't.
what he's doing.
I honestly don't know if he wants one, but I think it would be incredibly entertaining and a net good thing, honestly, if he had interest in it. But we'll see.
Yeah, and we're gonna get to the kitty stuff, but Burry's on the list of people that are pertinent now.
Yeah. Yeah.
What he has to say does matter. So yeah, he did. So the
Mhm.
last 2 were after hours. We reacted. They fucking shorted the shit out of us. We had a real nice move in after hours, which was really cool. Had me pretty excited. But then you got to remember it's fucking GameStop, and sell the open too, especially news like that. Sell the open. I did pretty good Thursday morning, but they shorted the shit out of us on Thursday. And then so he bought again on Friday. So good job, Burry. that's good shit. I like that. But his other one, so that was the last week he did that twice, Thursday and Friday. He bought April 10th, it looks like, and that was market hours though. On the 30th was market hours when we found out, not necessarily when he bought, but when he told us. And then when he first told us, when we were all waiting on the article, when I got blocked, that was market hours too.
Still funny.
Yeah, I got friends trying to get me unblocked. We'll
Yeah.
see.
My
Yeah.
favorite part is he's always calling people bots and shills. I'm like, man, this guy's probably been on Super Stonk the whole time.
One of us.
Yeah, he is. He knows what's up.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, they're just bots or shills. I'm like, what the
yeah, they beat the shit out of us on Thursday and Friday, and they really pulled out all the stops. They borrowed like over 3 million shares. They shorted it. I mean, so many calls were sold. It was crazy. Just typical shit. And they barely did any work on it, by the way. All that to get us to close at 24.95. So I don't know. Good effort. Makes me very excited. We still finished like $1.50 over max pain. So okay, we'll do the weekend review in a second. I just want to talk about the kitty stuff real quick. Because we'll do tinfoil, I guess, before. Usually do that after. But Kitty went pro on stock charts on his stock charts account. It's a big deal because it's Kitty.
Yeah, and we got confirmation from people emailing the website to be like, hey, was this like a recent UI change, or does this mean that someone actually just recently signed up for Pro? And they were like, oh no, like this has been around since at least 2022, I think they said.
Yeah, that's what they said. So Sierra Trades, like, I don't know. We saw the news first. So we saw that, was it Friday morning? Yeah. We saw it, and then it came into the Discord, and then we were like, okay, start trying to think about like how this could be debunked, because I think that's the way you got to do it with this stuff these days.
Right. Yeah.
Is so could it be someone gifted it? Because I had someone gift us the Echo Chamber account and X Premium, whatever, X Premium. So maybe that was what it is. But I don't think that's possible. It could have been something he always had, but they changed their UI, like you were saying, Paulie, and that we actually found out no. That someone actually asked him, like you were saying. So, it was a new activity. It's a new activity. So
and can I just say, like, it is so refreshing to have people like take that we have to reject the null hypothesis approach to things, like they're actually going through the scientific method of, okay, we see something cool, I want to be excited about it, but before we can be excited about it, let's rule out the things that it is not. And I really appreciate that people are taking that mature approach on something like this.
Well, yeah. Well, some of us are. Some of us are just like, that's it. You know what I mean? Like, and I think, I think in our evolution on the show, and me and all watching, the tinfoil stuff that we did for 0109, and even, after 420 last year, though, it was like, you just can't, because too many people like follow us, for one. So I can't just, as a group, we can't just be going out just saying it's happening, it's happening, he's back. We lose credibility pretty quick. So we got to dig it. We got to take it apart. So we did. But kitty activity is a very important thing. Like, to just suggest that he accidentally did this is crazy, because I think it was Zeb was saying that he, he's larking. He's got other accounts. He knows that we were watching the shit out of these very specific accounts. So if he wanted to go pro and track his charts, he wouldn't use Rory Kittinger, which is
right.
He's on the Rory Kittinger account like pretty much constantly. That is him. It's been confirmed a bunch of different other times. So Roaring Kittinger is Roaring Kitty. And he went pro. I could only assume to tell us. So I got the chart up. If you're looking, I put the other activities since 2024. And it's pretty, let me pull the tweet up too, because that was God, Barky Puppy is tweeting a lot, dude. Every time I fucking open up my X, It's another fucking puppy. All right. Tweet a lot this week. It's been a while. I got like followers. Like there's a lot happening on X, which is encouraging. Like when I start getting a lot of followers at once, it usually is like one of two things. It's either shitcoin's about to come out and I'm getting a bunch of bots. It's usually a bunch of bots anyways, like one or the other, but it's usually good things for GameStop. When I started seeing like a couple hundred followers coming at once, my dog made an appearance. All right. So April 24th, 2026, he goes pro. So that was Friday. He goes pro on the chart. September 1st, 2025, he started an activity streak on Reddit under deep fucking value. So that's there. We ran 26% following that, you know, a little up and down there. That was also earnings and that was also warrants. So just keep that in mind. That was also XRT coming off of T3 or XRT coming off of, you know, whatever reg show. All that happened right there. So that was anyways, May 26, 2025, he got the banana aficionado as the U deep fucking value. So that's another thing. You know, he's user deep fucking value on Reddit. He's Roaring Kitty on Twitter. He's at Roaring Kitty on YouTube. He's Rory Kittinger on stock charts.
Yeah, Rory Kittinger.
Yeah. And he is avocado in my anus. And that's what I want to say. But anyways, that's him. That's him. And there's, you know, you can ask me why. Well, he used that username in his meme movie. And that user has tweeted on Cat Day every year at 420. And that was also 2024 was when he releases Chewy filing at 420 on Cat Day. So
without posting on the avocado account.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's pretty much
it replaced it. Yeah.
That's pretty much the only 10 we've gotten right.
Like, yeah, right.
Well, that was the only time when we were all waiting for something to happen, and it fucking happened. So, anyways, I say that because those are the accounts. That's what matters. Every other, you know, there's all kinds of other accounts that are him. I say that in air quotes on Reddit, you know, and it could be. I'm not saying it's not, but to like take into account, you know, it being him and him trying to tell us something, which is I think what he's doing every time he makes an action. You got to look at his shit. You can't take some random deep roaring value account off of Reddit and think that one has a clue for us. But anyways, you look at the chart, September May, he came back right before the Bitcoin news. Well, he did his aficionado. We ran 28%. And in November 2024, when he did his other, what was it? His banana enthusiast, when he got that, we ran another 28%. So pretty big moves following his activities. Kind of in hindsight, feels a little bit like he's like throwing us a bit of a signal. So that could be, I'm taking it as that's what it is. I'm gonna say it right now. Not could be. I think he's at least throwing us a sign that good shit's coming. That plus Burry buying twice. I don't know. And it's May in a week. I YOLO'd. I'm ready. I'm ready for this all to get going because I have a feeling it's about to pop off real nice. Not financial advice. I don't recommend anyone YOLO, especially on short dated shit, but
right.
I definitely did. Yeah, so let's see. Do I have anything else? You know, when it comes to, you know, things that actually matter, as someone was bringing up the puppy earlier, that actually matter when it comes to GME and GameStop. It's the company, it's Kitty, and now Burry. Like he can move. Even though his second buy, we didn't even catch that much of an algo move in after hours after he did it. But those are the ones that can affect the chart. When they speak, it matters. And you should be listening to them because they're large shareholders of GameStop. And I also am I fully believe Kitty still has his 9 million shares. Someone told me that they think he sold and rode off into the sunset. But what that would mean is that he waited through everything because we saw his port. His last YOLO update was like on June 12th, right, Paulie? I think.
June 12th or 13th.
Yeah, right around there. So that was after the shareholders meeting, I believe. Basically that means he would have waited for everything to bottom tick the chart and sell then. And that's not, I don't believe it. I don't think anyone would believe Kitty did it like that. I think Kitty made up plenty of money to do whatever else he needs to do, but he still got his shares. And it's like, I don't know. He can lean into that. I feel like a lot of this communication, a lot of what's been going on is because Kitty's sitting there with his at least 9 million shares, and who knows what else he has. So we start looking for Kitty, start getting excited because April 26th, 2024, which was the last Friday of April, that was when he updated his stock charts account last. So most recently, that was the last time still that he's actually made an update to his chart, was the last Friday of April in 2024. The last Friday of April in 2026, he went pro on his stock charts account. So that's pretty exciting. If you want to extrapolate further in 2024, what we'd be waiting on next would be some version of like a run Lola run, I guess, maybe, or a bunch of calls coming in on the chain. So if he's doing a recall and he's trying to time it to where he comes back on May 13th or whatever it was, what was it? May 13th or right around there, whatever that second Monday, I guess, maybe. Anyways, that's all tinfoil. Definitely don't play any of that shit. But if that's what we're setting up for, and I mean, that'd be great. That'd be so great. Yeah, we got a little bit more to go when it comes to that, but shit's about to start getting pretty active. Because if you look at this time, so this is the last Friday of April when he updated his chart last in 2024. A couple days of sell-off, and then it was over. Well, it was on. It was great. So, yeah. See, do I have anything else with this? I don't know. Do you got anything, Pauly, with the Kitty stuff?
I think it's exciting that he has movement on his stock charts account. Now, that is a shot across the bow, if you will, right? So when you go to the page for his stock charts, it tells you when it was last updated. So that's when the page itself was last updated, when he last edited his charts. That still has not been edited since April 2024.
It still has not.
Yeah. So I think in some ways the going pro is, if I'm going to interpret it, it feels like a shot across the bow. Like I'm still here, but we've had lots of those in the past, right? Without necessarily like a connected action afterward. Like we've seen confirmed activity from him or his Reddit accounts, or he tweeted something and then there's still nothing that happens in terms of his portfolio reveal, if you will. But him doing something that is directly related to this stock chart is like, it feels like it should be meaningful.
Yeah.
And this is all happening right as we start to see some pretty critical technical indicators start to either flip bullish or show that consolidation is happening around critical levels. Like, all of this is going on, and yeah, it's exciting. So
it is exciting. Yeah, you're talking about critical. Like, let me pull it up. The Golden Cross, and I'm don't quote me on my Golden Cross Markovs here, because
there's an actual indicator for MA Cross if you
yeah, we'll have to get into that a little bit another time. We're gonna run. So I try to mark those off too. I might have missed a few, hit and miss, some big, kind of after the fact. Golden Crosses.
Yep.
The big one. Go ahead. Sorry.
Would you like for your chart to automatically scale the y-axis for you?
I don't know. I'm not sure I know what you mean by that.
So, like, how you have to if you do auto fit state of the screen there. Yeah, then as you move, it'll automatically change.
Can I do this still? Because that's the thing. I like to move it too.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, and then if you double click on the y-axis at any point after you've like changed the scale, then it'll snap back to automatic.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna run with this for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's driving you nuts, huh? You're watching it going like I could.
No, it's fine. I just like I saw like when you changed your view and then you had to go change the scale. I was like, oh, I don't know if you know that you can actually lock it to be
Sometimes
automatic.
you're right. I didn't. I appreciate it. The big one that has tainted me on Golden Crosses is the August 22 Golden
The
Cross.
fake out.
So, yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, we've had success. The big one is right here in 2020 September. That that led to fucking all that shit. 17 whatever percent, 100 move percent that was. So, yeah. I don't know. Hit or miss. Everyone's saying this is a good looking Golden Cross though, because it's like, I don't know, the chart's in a different spot than some of these other shitty Golden Crosses that we've had. Because, yeah. Anyways,
it does look good. So,
yeah, you were saying that, or someone was saying it in the
Yeah.
chat this morning. I forget who it was.
Yeah. So I mean, it is appropriate to temper expectations, but to like, I mean, if I'm going to take any lessons from Michael Burry on this, it's that, like, look, this guy is still adding to his position in the $25 range, and if I'm reading between the lines on his comments about how he feels about the warrants as well, and what he thinks that is going to happen to the price action between now and the end of October, is that anywhere between like $18 to $30 is essentially still deep value on GameStop because of the assumption of what Ryan Cohen is going to be doing with his mandate to grow GameStop in order to claim his compensation package. So, we still have to vote on that. A lot of things still have to, technically, quote unquote, go right for all of that to matter. But I still believe that there's going to be an overwhelming majority of people who will be in favor of that compensation plan.
Yeah, I think it's gonna pass,
Yeah.
short of Kitty coming out and saying some crazy shit.
Right.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Or
and unless someone has like information that we don't in terms of whether or not Ryan Cohen can pull off what he's being charged to do. I mean, if you think about it, the compensation package, like, yes, putting 171 million shares out there for him to claim is significant, but he would still have to buy them.
Yeah.
Like he's still got to buy them in order to actually have that be a realized gain.
Yeah, that's
there.
the thing.
So,
He's not just getting
yeah.
the shit. And
Yeah.
someone's talking about cashless exercise. I don't know if that's
Right.
even gonna.
Yeah, and maybe that is an option, but even if it is, like, this is set up such that he only becomes like a 20% owner in the company, or 25% almost, if he commits to putting most of his net worth into GameStop.
And you know how much money he'd have to put up to exercise everything off the top of your head?
About $3.5 billion, if I remember right.
And you know where that money goes when he does that?
To the company.
To GameStop.
Exactly.
Yeah, baby.
Yes.
Yeah. So it just goes right to their balance sheet.
Yep.
Too. Nobody's really talking about that.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna strengthen the
Yeah.
company's balance sheet.
Yeah. It's a
rather than
direct
going
cash
to the-
infusion.
to the market.
Yeah. Yeah. Which, if it's $100 billion company, then, $3.5 billion doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it still is.
It's still a lot of cash.
It still is. Yeah. And it would be him.
You could buy a couple more good companies with that.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah. But it would be more than anything. I think that the most important component of it for me anyway is that it signifies that it would be him basically going all in on GameStop.
Mm-hmm.
Like I assume that he's made money on some of his other investments and he probably takes profit here and there, but investing $3.5 billion into GameStop over the next 5-10 years would very likely constitute a majority of his net worth being thrown into GameStop and purchasing shares.
Yeah, he probably doesn't.
Yeah, and consenting to have those shares locked up for, what is it, a 2-year period after he exercises. So
that's true too.
Yeah,
I don't think his position is bigger than like 200 million either. I think it's less right now. So.
It is. Yeah, it's smaller than that right now.
Yeah, so his average is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's incredible.
And the warrants, like,
Yep.
he's a huge holder of the warrants, and none
Oh,
of the
yeah.
insiders have sold any warrants. So it's like I feel like they have to be expecting the price to go up, and
Mm-hmm.
to do that, I think they're gonna need to announce something. So
Yeah. He's
you
got like
have that
3.7 million
option.
warrants.
Exactly. So
I agree. I think we're gonna get an announcement before the offering, or not the offering, before the
Vote.
the vote.
Yeah. The annual meeting.
Yeah. So maybe it'll go proxy material, which should happen now. Like if we are gonna be voting on June 8th, we should be getting that proxy material this week, I would think.
yeah,
Pretty
I thought we
soon,
were
yeah.
gonna get it last week, but nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe the vote ends up getting pushed later. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. Our
Yeah,
Alert
or
was
the
saying that,
the annual meeting itself.
yeah, it gets pushed again. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right. We got just a couple minutes, Paulie. Let's try to take it through the week before you get out of here. Kitty Watch is 8 minutes away, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty nice. All right. So last week, our low of the week was 2408. Going into the week, I was very hopeful. I said maybe we'll get to 26.99. We didn't, at least. Well, we came a little bit closer in after hours, but our high of the week was 2602, which is really fucking good. That came on the open first thing. Was it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the first thing Thursday morning, I mean. Yeah, that was a good place to take profit. Yeah, it's Thursday morning, first thing, 2602. And then they just destroyed us with fucking shorts and call selling. So yeah, but overall, a nice week. I think it was 1.8% up. Monday was 5.7 million traded. We're up 1.5%. SPY was down that day. We're not really correlated with the market very closely, unless they need it to be. The SPY's dumping. Like, yeah, let's go.
When it's convenient.
Yeah, exactly. Tuesday, 6.4 million traded, down 1.8%. I don't know. Like I'm feeling good at this time, but it was Wednesday where things really just started fucking taking off for us. We were up 1%, up 0.91%. What the fuck happened in the morning? Why did we gap up? I'm trying to remember now. You remember? The Burry stuff wasn't until later, right?
No, it was probably something macro related, if I had to guess.
Like the market? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we ran hard, and I'm gonna. Well, wait a second. I want to open up unusual whales. I'll just do it on my side here because we had some really nice option flow for the early part of the week, and then it kind of fell apart on us. While I'm talking about real quick, anyone who's wondering where Kitty might be hiding, there is those flex options that are out there. There's 100,000 $32 calls for January 2028, I think. It's a flex chain, so you're not gonna see it on our chain. It's like a Thursday expiration, just some random shit.
Like a dark pool for options.
Yeah, it's really fucking weird. That happened at the start of December, and then they added to it at the start of January, right before we started taking off. Yeah, damn it. I need to start taking notes during the week. We got up to over 4 million, I think, on Wednesday for net call premium. It was a really nice day on calls. And as soon as the calls start coming in, the second to last week of April, I'm going to start getting really excited. Yeah, 4.8 or 8 million on Wednesday is nice too. Down 2.5% on Thursday. So Burry buys. Everyone's fired up Wednesday after hours to Thursday morning. I barely slept. It was one of those kind of nights, where I was fucking that excited. Woke up early, still didn't lose it yet. I was like, all right, cool. Yeah, they fucking hammered us. I think it was 3 million shares borrowed just on Thursday. They took us down from 4.7 to like 1.7 available, which is just on what they show us, by the way. IBKR, so it could be way worse than that. I mean, it likely is. And then on top of that, on Thursday, they sold off all the calls that they bought, it seemed, on fucking Wednesday. We had 4 million in negative net call premium, and then they did it to us again on Friday, another $3 million worth of sold calls. So that's 7 million over 2 days. all in an effort to keep the price down. That's what I think, at least. Seems like we're getting some signals, maybe, that things are coming. I think Burry definitely feels like shit's happening, and
Yeah. And if it just feels like there's a lot less like mechanical shorting going on right now. Like it's not being suppressed like we've seen a lot in the last year through the convertible bond arbitrage, right? So it feels like it's a lot more natural price movement. Like, yeah, it's like it's not just running up, right? But almost nothing runs just straight up. Like, you're going to see these consolidative movements. You're going to see run up, consolidation, run up, consolidation. Like, these are just like natural diagonals is what I'm reading on the chart. So yeah, I like it. It does feel like the convertible bond arbs are sort of loosening their grip, if you will, on the
that's the other thing. There's all these trades going on.
Squashed volatility.
Yeah. There's a lot of shit going on with the bonds. They're like, well, dark pool trades and volume coming in. Not on my chart, but apparently, if you just go to free Webull, you can see all kinds of volume. It's kind of irritating. You pay for lots of data, like on this trading view. Yeah, that's a good point. So I pulled up the gaps. Fucking tons of them below us. I said it someone in the text too. It's not really like I don't think we're gonna end. Just because they're there doesn't mean I think we're gonna fill. Look at all this shit, and there's way more too. And we even got one down at 7. We have some from when Kitty came back at 17. We have one at 4. But when we get near them, we definitely react to them, and that's what I always want to pay attention to. We bounced off, so they made the gap Wednesday. I should know why. It's fucking a nice little gap up. We didn't fill it. We bounced off it like 3 or 4 times. I feel like pretty good. That's a pretty good sign. Like that shit should hold minus. Well, I don't know. Fucking who knows? We finished about $1.50 over max pain, so they could totally just try to fuck us over again on Monday. It could feel that way, but I don't think so. I really don't. This all looks really nice to me. And we filled, so 2602 was high of year as well, by the way. We filled the gap, and I'm just going to get rid of that now. Let's remove it. We filled the gap from February. Yeah, the end of the hype. So that's gone. So our next gap is 26.99. That's kind of why I was targeting that at the end of the week. That fills at 27.23, 28.10, and then we get up to the 30s. And yeah, I don't know. Shit gets exciting after 28.50. Like, really exciting in my opinion. So all right, we got 1 minute until 8 o'clock. Paulie, you got anything? I know you got to get out of here, so you can just.
I'm doing okay on time. We got a few extra minutes. My dad's flight got a little bit delayed, but yeah. So don't have to bug out right at 8 at least. But yeah, no. What I will continue to be watching for is volume on the chart. We've seen some encouraging pops of volume around the last couple of weeks. So it's really just the biggest thing. Like when we start seeing, I mean, I keep coming back to this number because it's exactly where I have the alert on my trading view set up. If trading view sees more than 1 million shares per minute at any point, then I get an immediate notification. Yeah. That in my opinion is where like I need to be locked in, like watching the chart to see exactly what happens. Because when we see that kind of volume, like that's some serious movement. And anything below it is just sort of business as usual. But yeah, I mean, it's like December 5th, 2024, September 20th, 2024. Like those are days where we saw a sustained movement of more than 1 million shares per minute for extended periods of time. And those are days that you don't forget. So that's just kind of where I'm at on it. But otherwise, like, yeah, just keep watching, buy dips.
Yeah. So I got on the screen right now. I got the boats.
Overnight trading is open.
Overnight trading is open. We're at 25.20. So we closed at 24.95.
Yeah.
Let's see. What was after hours? How did that end for
Yeah.
us? Let's see. Because that's a pretty good little start for us. 25.03 is how we ended after hours on Friday. Not bad. 25.20. It's all right. Like I was saying before, if we're following 2024, this next week should get very nice, and then we will start hopefully getting more stirring for the kitty.
Yeah, getting some whale teeth on the 1 minute chart right now. Yeah. So Friday's close was 24.95 for regular trading hours, and then the Friday night trading closed at 25.02. It looks like, and then tonight we got to open at 25.25, a low of 25, a close of 25.05 on that opening candle.
I thought we had a thumper last week at some point too, like some weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while since we've had like a legitimate.
Yeah, we didn't get like the one.
Right. Yeah.
One share thing.
Been a minute.
Diamond, how about you, bro? You got anything with the chart? What you playing any calls this week? Nah.
Although it does look good, I think end of May into June, I think we'll see a run. But the chart looks good.
Yeah,
it looks really good. We're in an uptrend.
Yeah,
we sure are. I like it. I like it.
Needs volume.
Mm-hmm.
Volume is pretty low.
Yep. Yeah, and I think, what did I say last time? Like, we needed to break. It was 26.11 was what we needed for the previous high off of like that 1961 bottom, and we've done that. So now the next high was 26.49 from this last week. So yeah, that was an important thing to beat that 26.11 mark. So, if you just kind of zoom out to about November last year, then you can see a significant diagonal developing.
Turn off right. Oh yeah. Well, I
think it looks even more clear if you include extended hours.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is it like right around here? Oh, wrong side. I like the bottom part here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, so kind of bottomed at 1961 there, and then you get this, 1 up, 2 down, 3 up, 4 down, 5. Yeah, it's a nice little Wyckoff accumulation there, but it's like kind of slanted up.
It's 25.
And yeah.
Fuck you, 25. Fuck you, 25. Look at this shit. Since where's the RC? This is where the rug happened for BBBY. We have not spent very much time over 25 to close shit out. Like, we're right there. It's just crazy. It's been our fucking nemesis. Look at all this shit. Basically, all last year, that's all we did.
Right.
I see what you're talking about. Is it? Well, anyway.
Yeah, nice little diagonal structure there. But, rising, higher high, higher low. That's the game. So.
Yeah. Fucking Dorito. I guess if I turn it on log. Wait.
Yeah, everything looks a lot better on log for the most part.
Yeah, it sure does. All right. Let's see. Do I got anything else?
This is the way.
Yeah, I feel good. Okay, prediction. You got a prediction? We did closing price last week, but I feel like it's more important to know the high of the week.
Right. Yeah. Like, what's it gonna reach?
Yeah, because that's what I want to play. If I am playing GameStop, So I'm gonna stick to exactly what I said last week. I'm gonna go high week. So 26.99. So we closed it. That'd be a $2. It's kind of high. Let's see. What would a 28% move put us at? Around $32? No, I don't think that's happening. I'm gonna say 26.99. You got a prediction for high of the week, Paulie?
I will say a low of 24.
Okay.
Maybe 24.25 somewhere in that range, 24 to 24.25. And a high of 26.75.
That's a good high. I like that. Yep. I can see that. That'd put us right under the gap, up above us.
Mm-hmm.
That'd give me a nice $2 to make some profit. That'd be good. That'd be good. Diamond Ape, you got a high of the week, bro?
I'm thinking 27.
27. All right. So this is like
Love it. I like
it's a
that.
game show where you beat me
Price
by a
is
cent.
right.
Price is right. You're gonna win with
Yeah.
that too. I
Low
bet.
of 24.50.
24.50.
Yeah,
All
if
right.
possible.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we're going up.
Yeah, I do too. I feel like even if we
Just
go
look at that
down, it's
chart. Look at that
yeah.
chart. It's just so tight.
And then we
Mhm.
just got
it looks good.
yeah. And then we got Burry to just buy for us if we start to go under 25, it looks now. It was 22.50, I think, is when we were like, all right, Burry's gonna step in, and he did. I don't think we go under this. I don't think we drop below 24.70.
That volume on the Wednesday morning, that was a crazy open.
Yeah, what was that about? Do you remember? I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, Burry said he bought that day, so I'm thinking a lot of that volume could have been him.
Oh, that's a good call. Maybe that's what happened.
Possible.
He said he bought it like
What was it?
24 something, and maybe he was just giving an average price. Maybe he bought throughout the day, but there was a ton of volume in the morning.
Yeah,
when it
that opening
dipped.
30 minutes was a 57-cent move on
Yeah.
900,000 shares.
Yeah. And then I think it dipped down, and then whoever was buying bought the dip, and it ended at green.
Yeah, it ran about 3% over like 3 hours, and then came back and retested the Gandalf line.
Yeah, if you've been playing GameStop since the beginning of OPEX week, which is crazy, you've done pretty good. You've had some pretty nice moves. 10% last week, and what was it this week? 8%, I think, was the total, almost. Yeah, right around 8%. So we've had a 10% move and an 8% move. There's some money to be made for once lately.
Yeah.
There hasn't been very many chances lately. So
yeah. Fitzy, do you want the Gandalf line on your chart?
Yeah.
I can tell you what the coordinates are for it. So put on the daily chart. Probably going to be the easiest way to do it.
Let me get rid of all this other shit. Go ahead.
So if you go to the daily, you'll go to May 24th, 2024, and find the low there of 1770.
All right. May 24th. That's where our gap is. Where's it at?
Yeah. So
Right
you'll put your first point of the line there.
Okay.
And then your second point will go on March 31st, 2025, at the low of $20.73. Yep, right there. And so then if you double click that line, and then under style, extend both directions.
Wait.
Yep. Extend left, extend right. There you go. That is your Gandalf line.
All right.
Yeah.
That thou shalt not pass.
So yeah, when I'm talking about like the Gandalf line, that is like my OG Gandalf line there. And if you zoom out even further and like keep going back to like 2021, you'll see that line matters.
Let's see. Allow that.
There you go.
Get it under there. All right. Sweet.
Yeah. But if you just like scroll to the left and keep following that line. Yeah.
Should I put it on the week?
Yeah, that's fine.
A little easier. Now let me move Gandalf.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, and then it also
That's the end of time.
yeah, it can get a little bit interesting too. Like if you turn off the adjustment for dividends, if you're going back that far.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is that in settings?
It's the ADJ button at the very bottom.
That guy?
Yeah.
I'm learning stuff. Oh yeah, I see it a little bit better now.
Yeah.
Seems like we're on the bottom side of it right now.
Yep.
Bouncing around. Right. Yeah, it's fucking all year. Broke below it and then battled to get above it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But every time it's had an explosive move in the past, it has fallen below that line, come back and gotten back above it a little bit, then fallen back below it, or retested it in some way, then go back down, get a little bit more oxygen, come back up, and then attack it again. Every time.
We're gonna beat Gandalf this week. We're gonna pass that again.
Yep. And then the next time it comes back to meet Gandalf, it's gonna like the floor is gonna be like $120.
Well, yeah, right.
That's what I was thinking. That 120 all-time high. Once we break 120, it's just gonna be that's gonna be our new support. That's gonna be our next $25 line.
Right. Yeah. And in fact, like, if the next time it comes back to retest Gandalf is in let's say 20-30 range, that probably puts it right around that $100 level for that line.
That'd be dope.
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
Which like, assuming we're all independently wealthy at that point, and we see it come back down to that $100 level, we're loading the boat, right? So,
once shit gets over 100, it's on.
Yeah.
Like all kinds of crazy shit's gonna be happening for me.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Do I got anything else before we get out of here? Let's see. No. I don't know. Diamond Ape, you got anything before we go, bro?
No, I think we covered everything.
Yeah, I think we got it. I'm looking through my notes. Yeah, high year 2602. That was last week, guys. So that's pretty cool. It's a nice little positive thing there. We had I count pre-market, but not really for gaps, and so I won't count it for high of the year. So yeah. Let's see what you got anything, Paulie, before we get out of here?
No, just looking forward to the coming week and see where things go. I'm excited that we're getting closer to May, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, May on Friday. 1st of May is Friday. Not always right away, but May will get going. That's for sure.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for tuning in and listening live. I know we had a couple dozen people tuning in, and I know some of you are upset that now you've already heard it, and so you don't know what you're going to listen to tomorrow. But Fitzy's still going to put out the edited version and put it on the feeds and everything. But I think we like this format where we can at least have the crux of the content actually hit the airwaves live for whoever actually cares to get it in real time or close to it. So yeah,
I feel less pressure too.
Yeah. Because if it's been like 2 days since we recorded and you're like, oh man, I haven't gotten it out, and we talked about something that was maybe time sensitive, then
like Bury. I swear to God,
right.
Every time I post a show, it's like Bury buys the next day as soon as I post it, or we run like we did on Wednesday. I think I put it up Tuesday night late. Yeah, it's cool. I like this format. Thanks everyone for coming and hanging out. I see you, Banana. What's up, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. It was the best show ever, he said.
Chef's here too.
Cool. Oh, Chef, what's up? What's up, Snake? Texas, I know, bud. I'm sorry. I called you bud. That's worse. I mean,
oh yeah. Also, new Snake made a comment earlier. I forgot to comment on it other than in the chat on YouTube, but he mentioned that Kitty signed up for pro on 4/26/26 or 4/24/26. but he last edited his charts on 4/26/24. So it's a nice little flip mode.
That is a flip mode. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, we just need it to happen now.
Right.
That's all we need. Oh, I see IB
Yeah.
showed up. I don't know if he's still here. Thanks for coming, IB. Thanks, Strawberry, for holding it down.
Yeah.
Joseph
and that also makes today the 2-year anniversary when he last updated his charts. So
now, I know.
Yeah, right now.
Oh, what if we just fucking run tomorrow morning? Just fucking. Well, like.
Run, Lola, run.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can't. Whatever. I'm trying to close out the show, but he can't do that shit no more. So I don't even know. I mean,
he finds other ways to send signals, right?
If we start like, well, this is the one, that little flagging right there that we did. If we see 3 days like that after a big move, just fucking load up. Anyways, all right, guys, let's get out of here. Thanks everyone coming out. Let's fucking go GameStop. Have a great week, y'all. Thank you.
Thanks.
Have a good one. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're always welcome here. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, definitely. Don't hang up though, Diamond A, because I gotta.
Yeah.
We had this happen. All right, bye, guys. Stopping the live.